Hello, this is Greg Allison with Green Gregs. I'm here on the 26th of October, 2020, to tell you about an organization and organizations that are planning mayhem post-election. As I have mentioned for some time, one of the risks around the election times is that no matter what the outcome of elections, there's going to be people that are going to be very unhappy about it, no matter how big the outcome swings in one way or the other. There are organizations who just won't accept it. They will claim the election is stolen. Maybe the election will be stolen, but probably not with a big magnitude. So, but there's just organizations who not only don't plan to accept it, there's organizations that plan to do something about it. And these probably exist on both sides of the political spectrum. So I'm not trying to pick on any particular side of the political spectrum here. My objective to you is to tell you, as I usually do, that you need to keep your eyes wide open and head on the swivel, because things are allowed to be coming at us really fast, because it is the proposition, my child, to help you survive, thrive, and stay out of the hive. Now, I do have some intel on one specific group. I've heard things about this group from a couple of other YouTubers. The previous group, when I did the thing on refusefascism.org, I got that from a little intel group that I'm involved in with Power Grid Defense, and I broke that story myself. This has been reported by a couple of other YouTube prepper channels, but the information they saw isn't exactly what I'm seeing. But I think there's been some changes, because there's links that don't work and there's things that's been pulled back. So it's like these guys are not showing their cards. That makes it even more interesting. Why are they not showing their cards? So let's get into this. Before we do, I'm going to say I got a special deal right now with a 4-week supply of food that you can get for $100 off, 2,000 calories per day for 4 weeks for an individual, and a very lightweight, easy to carry package here. That 2 of these buckets is what you get, and each bucket is 2 weeks. You get 2 of these. It's easy to carry. Unlike the box I saw in another app, the lady struggling to push it across her threshold. Even your kids can carry this around. You get breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 2,000 calories per day, make you a winner. All you got to do is go to prepwithgreg.com, and that is bing, bada bang, right there. Prepwithgreg.com. It's got the deals. You can also go get other prepping supplies, which you're probably going to need, because one of the tactics of one of these groups is to pile it to the rafters and deny other people access. Yes, they're kind of an anti-prepper organization, but they're prepping themselves. So the word out is everybody's prepping, but some of them are prepping for mayhem, and that may be the more reason to stock up your ham. Spam, if you're so into that. Of course, everybody don't eat pork, so you know I'm having fun with rhymes, as I'm known to do. But anyway, so let me go on beyond this. I'm going to show you this organization. If yeah, every time I try to reach up and tap on these tabs, and Google, the stinking Zoom lowers its tabs and covers them. It's like, really? I'm trying to do something else here. You sharing screens, you shouldn't lower your thing every time I reach up. Anyway, all that aside, here we are. This is a web link for a document they've got, which is supposed to be their agenda. The group here is, this group is called Shutdown DC. But according to some channels, their actions they're planning to take involve the cities of LA, DC, New York, Dallas, Portland, Seattle, and several other major metropolitan areas. I'm just going to report that a certain response to a certain bug is causing shutdowns also right now, which is probably not related to this, but who knows? Maybe this is a chemistry that will work together to the detriment of people if we're not prepared and ready for this. So this page here, you mostly now have to go in here and tell them and send them contact data. It gives you a little bit of stuff in here, but it's mostly leading you to other things. The calendar is a training calendar of training coming up, not so much on what's happened. There's no videos of training that's already gone down. This doesn't look too innocuous. Apparently they're working in concert with organizations such as BLM. Direct Action 101, safety and security training. That sounds good. Street Smarts info. Yeah, okay. I don't see anything. De-escalation. Know your streets. Okay. So far, this all sounds fairly innocuous in terms of the training. We don't know what it is until then. This training goes up, for a little ways. Okay. I guess this is the cancel thing, so it's already took place. Well, let's see, can we get into this? Shutdown DC organizing call and spokes council. Okay, not a lot of detail there. See, this is what I found coming in here. I've heard a lot of claims about what they had on here, including their mission statement, but now I'm not finding these things. Makes you wonder. Find your people. Well, basically, you go, everything you do in here is you click something and it takes you to something you fill out to get more information. They're just not forthcoming on here with data anymore. Amplify your message. You know, it sounds like some of these groups that are wanting you to sell things on the web. Amplify your message. Yeah, that's one of the YouTubers always talks about that in terms of promoting your YouTube channel. Amplify your message, along with a few others. But all of these things just seem to be oriented on this site toward you fill out a form and send it in. I've seen this all throughout here. Join a work group, find, train, and organize. All this stuff just gets you, it don't really tell you anything anymore. That's even more interesting because I heard a lot of claims about what was on here, how they were claiming to shut down cities and things like that. And maybe they are, and maybe they aren't. But they do have this agenda page. And this agenda page, interestingly enough, has links on it. But these links or hyperlinks don't work. They don't even work. I'll put a link to this and both in here so you can check it out for yourselves. But, you know, hold the line. Well, what is hold the line? Ah, that one's got a link that may work. And okay, several of these I found were links that didn't work. All right, here is something of a schedule, but it's very vague and innocuous. Apparently, they're planning to try to push votes and then count every vote, but then they are expecting a false declaration of victory. And the date is unknown. And it's to be marked by mass direct action mobilizing civil disobedience and broad resistance. Well, that may not be too bad. Let's see. Everyone's registered to vote. Are these hyperlinks working? Yeah, vote registrations. You'd think that how that worked. I ran across several here that weren't working earlier. We'll see if maybe that's changed. Counting the votes, and they get down here to actions need to be sustainable. And there's a few places in where it's kind of interesting what they put in here. Once a broad strategy is, yeah, let's go on down. Oh, they developed a separate guide. Oh, okay. Well, that one might be accessible now. Maybe I had a problem with my browser here. Quick and dirty principles for physical security. There's one of these I want to show you in particular. One of these basically says that you don't need to know everything. Here we go. We don't all need to know everything about a plan. So if they're planning to burn the city down, you don't all need to know that. Or if the plan is to go in and kidnap someone, all the foot soldiers don't need to know that. Let's hope that's not the plan. I'm not alleging that is the plan. I'm just saying, you know, we don't know. You can be involved in this and not know what the organization is really all about or what they're planning to do. And that's kind of a confession of that, which makes it an organization. I'm not sure. Of course, I understand that's good ops security, but you know, is that the kind of organization I'd want to be in if they needed to hide their planning? That's a little scary. Supposedly they have maps of these cities and they have training that tells you what to do vis-a-vis if you're going to try to do something there. Okay, these links are working now, some of them. All right, so you can go in here and check all this out yourself. The more interesting part is at the bottom. Yeah, they got a lot of emphasis on recruitment. They're trying to build their organization. And we're going to get in just a few minutes and talk about what all this means. And I'm going to finish and wrap this up real quick here. Down here in the bottom somewhere, false declaration day. There's something here at the bottom that basically says that they're going to shut down roads and cities and things like this at the very bottom. I saw it earlier. I don't have a lot of time to hunt this right now. I'm gonna have to go. But Yeah, we may need to halt business as usual, meaning the country already live in communities or base interests. Or is it? That's not it. So it's alleged they're going to try to stop mail. Yeah, there isn't here somewhere, I've seen it, a call to basically block roads, block emergency providers. It's right down here near the bottom somewhere. Oh, I'm not going to go spend a lot of time on this. I've got to go run a meeting here in just a minute. I'm going to say this. I did do videos on similar organizations, and one of them being this one here. They had big claims of what they were going to do. Turns out a lot of the things they were claiming as their activities were activities really of BLM and other organizations. And for the most part, what they were claiming they were going to do seems to fizzled out. It may be that there's just not much stomach for this kind of thing anymore, or it may be that they saw this was backfiring on them and it might hurt their chances in the election. Of course, if the election's said and done, then that don't matter and they didn't get their way, all bets are off. What will they do? Are they burned out? Is it fizzled out? Or will they get mad and jump up and down and shout? From either side. I'm just showing you what I have run across here. That doesn't mean there's not other things, other side. The whole point isn't to take a side. My point here is to tell you this. You need to get ready. I'm going to stop this share. You need to prep. Go to prepwithgreg.com. Get ready and just be ready to ride out whatever comes. We know that there's already some shutdowns going on. El Paso, the county of El Paso, which includes the city of El Paso, metropolitan area with just under 900,000 people, close to 1 million, is on a lockdown. I just did a video on that. Check it out. Yeah, the world is off its rocker. There's so much stuff going on. I'll be posting this later tonight. I got some meetings. I got an interview with Rex and other things I'm going to do. But I just want you to know that things may be coming at us. Let's hope and pray they don't materialize from either side, that we get through this election process and everything is peaceful. That is a possibility. Like I said, a lot of people are just getting kind of tired of all this stuff on both sides, especially in the middle. So let's hope they don't diddle or whatever. Let's hope it don't come, that stuff don't come to pass. Prayer is still a very powerful option. I've told you this many times. I did a little video on that. You know, I talked about the universe and the solar club, which the objective of that was to tell you about the power of prayer. So do pray and do prep. Pray for the best and prep for the worst. And take care of your family. I wish everyone good luck. Let's hope these things don't come to pass. But my friends, we live in trying times. We live in times that this year has been a nut job year. We've been on a roller coaster. I hope the ride is over. But there are people that have plans to take it down worse roads than we've ever seen in our lives. Let's just hope that their plans fizzle out, and that could happen. So let's all hang in together. You know, so we don't hang separately, right? No. Prayer, hope, prep, get ready, but also shine your love light to the world. I think maybe the best thing you can do. Anyway, everyone, my message here is, hey, it's coming, maybe. Just get ready in case. And if it don't, you're prepped for whatever else comes down the road. We're still at risk for power grid. We're still at risk from the sun, if nothing else, my friends. So everyone, I want to say thank you for watching.